he is one of the finest actors this country has ever produced. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Ray Fiennes. Thank you so much for coming on. Here you go. Here's Jack. Here's Rizzo as well. I know you're going to enjoy that. You're gorgeous. Great to have you here, Rafe.
Nice and warm for you.
Thank you very much.
So Rafe's been filming all day, working all day. I know we're not really going to talk about this, but can you say what you're working on at the moment? Are we allowed to say what you're actually in at the moment?
Yes, I'm working on the prequel to the Kingsman films.
These are set in the past, aren't they? These are kind of way back.
It's the prequel. It's set at the sort of time of the First World War.
I guess what I might think of the film work you're most recognised for probably would be as Voldemort in the Harry Potter movies. And when people come up to you, do they approach you fearfully, or are they just thrilled?
Some people don't recognise me. I guess some people. I get asked to sign wands. You can sell Voldemort. They sell the Voldemort wands in a long green box.
Yeah.
And often, say at the stage door, someone will come up and want me to sign their wand.
But the wand must be quite thin.
The wand is very thin and it has a hook. In fact, I worked on the shape of... I worked on the wand. I wanted to... What's so funny?
Will you two please grow up? We are trying to have a serious conversation about wand signing.
Start again. I wanted to try and hold the wand, so...
Anyway, so you sign a few wands, so what? Does it make you a bad person? No. Do people ask you, do they say, would you do... If they have a child, do they ask you to do the voice? Do they ever... I mean, I know that it's not something necessarily you'd want to do, but I wonder whether...
Sometimes. I remember in the first film, I had to put my finger into Daniel Radcliffe's Harry Potter's forehead, and I had to say the words like, I can touch you now!
Oh. Jesus Christ.
I've got chills then.
Yeah.
Oh, my wand shrank. But what a great film series to be a part of. I mean, do you ever think, OK, I have to not be too scary? Because these are, you know, in part at least designed for children. Not solely, but they are in part.
I wanted him to be really as scary as it could be. And I think one of the most successful proofs that I remember of it being scary was when I walked past the little child who was the son of the script supervisor, and this little boy was sitting in the dark, and I just walked past and didn't even have the... I had my nose, I had the makeup, basic makeup, and I just looked, and this little boy burst into tears.
Oh, that's awful.
Fantastic, I've got it.
Yeah. Well, that little boy Jack is here today, and he's still terrified, I believe. He's still terrified. He's still terrified.
That could have been. I auditioned for Harry Potter. This is true, because I was the same age, and I auditioned, and I was apparently quite close, and in the end they went with that bloody Emma Watson instead.
While we're speaking about the big popular cinema movies, of course you're known to a whole different audience as M in the Bond movies these days. And I guess they're just about to start filming the next one, is that right? Or is it this year you're filming it?
Sometime soon, they're meant to be starting the next Bond. Yeah.
And out next year?
Yep.
OK. And Daniel, we know, he's thinking of calling it a day fairly soon. I'm not sure if they're doing one or two now, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I think he's doing this next one,
right,
for sure.
Yeah. And so after that, who would... You got any idea? Who would you like to see play Bond? Or... I mean, because at one time, they were talking to you about being Bond, weren't they?
We did have a conversation. I had a conversation with Barbara Broccoli many years ago. It didn't really come to anything. But
would you like to have done it?
You know, I don't think I would have been very good. I think that Daniel is a fantastic Bond. He has a sort of really strong weight and sense of threat and danger, I think. I think he's brilliant.
What about Jack? Do you think he's got what it takes to be a Bond?
Hello?
What about Lizzo? Would you like to be a Bond?
I can do a British accent.
OK. Would you like to do your Bond audition now?
Shaken, not stirred.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
Rafe is on because he has a new movie out, ladies and gentlemen, that he's only... it's a small part for you in it. I know you weren't necessarily keen to appear in it even, but you've directed it, and it's about the sort of... Well, perhaps you could tell us, because Rudolf Nureyev was, for people of our generation, everyone knew who he was.
Yes. Well, it's about this Russian ballet dancer, Rudolf Nureyev, who defected from Soviet Russia in 1961. He was on a tour with a Soviet ballet company from Leningrad in Paris. And he was an emerging young Soviet male ballet star. And
It's
he was
interesting,
23.
as you point out in the film, he wasn't technically necessarily the best dancer, but he obviously had something very special.
He had I think he had an extraordinary sort of animal, ferocious charisma on stage that when apparently he came onto the stage of the Paris Opera, the audiences went crazy for him, just because there was some extraordinary, charismatic, sexual energy that emanated from him.
He was really handsome, very beautiful man.
Very beautiful man,
Well,
yeah.
It's an amazing story. Have a look. This is White Crow, and it's out everywhere next Friday. The White Crow from Mr. Ray Fiennes, out everywhere on Friday. And you act in Russian.
Yes.
And I didn't know you already spoke Russian.
I speak a little bit of Russian, tiny bit, but I had to really work hard on this dialogue, which is way above my level of spoken Russian.
I'm thrilled you're directing, but I tell you what, I love seeing Ray Fiennes. I don't know, and it's something which you didn't seem to do so much earlier on, but when you're in comedies, I love seeing what you do in comedies.
My God, Grand Budapest
Grand
Hotel.
Budapest Hotel is just an amazing film.
That is one of the great comedy performances of all time.
And I guess people probably weren't coming too much with comedies, were they?
No.
I wonder why. It's so funny.
So when they asked, were you kind of reluctant, or was it an ambition of yours to make comedy films?
Well, Grand Budapest Hotel, I mean, I'd loved Wes's work, which is very particular. And it was like sort of a gift, because people often ask me, what do you want to play? As if you have a list. And I always say, well, actually, it's the part you don't know that arrives, that someone invites you to do, that is someone else's invention or someone else's creation. Yeah. And that was the case with Monsieur Gustave.
Magnificent. Magnificent film. Wonderful performance. Mr. Ray Fiennes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Ray.